If you're searching for the ultimate protector, two names rise to the top: Belgian Malinois and Doberman Pinscher. These two canine warriors aren't just strong, they're strategic, loyal, and built for service. Whether you want a sharp-minded companion or a muscular deterrent to danger, both breeds bring elite skills to the table. But when it comes to the best all-around defender, only one can truly claim the crown. The Belgian Malinois is the go-to dog for military and police worldwide. Why? Their unmatched drive, laser focus, and explosive energy. These dogs don't just follow commands, they predict what's coming next. On the other paw, the Doberman Pinscher is a powerhouse of loyalty and bravery. With sleek speed and protective instincts bred deep into their DNA, Dobermans are fearless and deeply bonded to their human families. But which one excels where it really counts: intelligence, loyalty, power, trainability, and real-world protection? We've compared these two legends across 10 key categories to help you decide which dog is the better guardian and companion. In this video, we'll break down their strengths, weaknesses, and what kind of owner each breed needs. If you're planning to welcome a true protector into your home, or just curious about which dog dominates when instincts turn into action, this face-off is for you. Buckle up, because this battle is more than bark. It's a test of brains, heart, and pure muscle. Let the showdown begin. Malinois versus Doberman. 1. Intelligence and problem solving. When it comes to brain power, both breeds score high, but in different ways. The Belgian Malinois is widely recognized as one of the smartest working dogs on the planet. Their minds are wired for tasks, quick decision-making, and advanced commands. That's why they're favored by military units, police forces, and elite security teams. Malinois can remember patterns, adjust during stressful situations, and even make judgment calls without handler input. The Doberman, too, is incredibly intelligent, but their strength lies in their loyalty-driven problem-solving. They are alert, calculated, and intuitive. Dobermans read their owner's emotions better than most breeds, often acting on subtle cues. While they're also used in security and law enforcement, their intelligence shines brightest in family settings and personal protection. Malinois often outperform Dobermans in task repetition, agility-based puzzles, and rapid response drills. They learn faster and retain training longer, but they require consistent mental stimulation. If you don't challenge them, they'll create their own work, which might not be what you want. Dobermans, on the other hand, are more emotionally in sync. They're thinkers, but also deeply tuned into human energy. They may not have the same reflex speed processing as a Malinois, but they make excellent decisions when it comes to loyalty-based scenarios, like defending a family member or reacting to a threat. So, if you want raw task intelligence, Malinois wins. But for a balanced emotional smart protector, the Doberman is just as impressive. Each one is brilliant in their own way. 2. Loyalty and bonding. Loyalty is at the heart of what makes both the Malinois and Doberman stand out, but the way they express it is quite different. The Doberman Pinscher has been bred for personal protection and companionship. This means they form deep, emotional bonds with their owners. A Doberman thrives when it is close to its family, often following them from room to room. They're known to be Velcro dogs, sticking close, sensing moods, and showing affection regularly. The Belgian Malinois, while also loyal, expresses that loyalty through service. Their attachment is strong, but it is filtered through a work-driven mindset. They will stay by your side, not just because they love you, but because they're trained to do so. Their loyalty is built on routine, mutual respect, and purpose. If trained right, they will do anything for their handler, even if it puts them in danger. Dobermans are more emotionally attached. They feel joy when they're cuddled and are more sensitive to being left alone. Malinois, although devoted, don't require the same level of emotional feedback. They're more independent and thrive on structure, not cuddles. In a family setting, Dobermans are ideal for those who want a constant companion. They show their loyalty with affection and presence. For those who need a disciplined, focused guardian that functions like a bodyguard, Malinois wins. So, if your version of loyalty includes emotional closeness and affection, the Doberman takes the prize. But if you value loyalty expressed through performance and reliability, the Malinois stands out. 3. Physical strength and power. When it comes to raw power and athleticism, both breeds are no slouch, but they channel their strength differently. The Doberman has a more muscular, intimidating build. Their sleek, powerful frame is built for speed and impact. A mature male Doberman can weigh between 75 to 100 pounds, and when they charge or defend, their presence alone can stop an intruder in their tracks. The Belgian Malinois is slightly lighter but extremely muscular and agile. They typically weigh 60 to 80 pounds but pack surprising strength into that lean frame. What sets the Malinois apart is explosive energy. Their ability to leap high, hit hard, and recover fast makes them look like missiles on 4 legs. In fact, many can jump over 6 feet without a running start. Dobermans deliver power through precision and force. They are strong sprinters and have excellent bite strength. Their bite force has been measured at around 305 psi, making them a serious contender in any confrontation. They're made to intimidate and follow through if needed. The Malinois, although slightly behind in size and bite force, compensates with endurance, speed, and stamina. Their high drive means they rarely slow down in a conflict. They may not hit as hard as a Doberman in one blow, but they keep coming with relentless energy. So, if you want a quick, overwhelming powerhouse, go with the Doberman. If you prefer endurance, agility, and strike speed reaction, the Malinois edges forward. 4. Trainability and obedience. Both the Malinois and Doberman are highly trainable, but their styles differ based on motivation and focus. The Belgian Malinois is widely considered one of the most trainable breeds in the world. Their high drive, desire to please, and natural focus make them ideal for advanced obedience, agility, and protection work. They respond best to firm but positive reinforcement, and they learn fast, almost too fast. If you're not consistent, they'll outthink you. Malinois thrive when given structured training routines. They excel in environments where discipline, repetition, and challenge are constant. Their intelligence can be overwhelming for first-time owners, because a bored Malinois can become destructive. They need direction and a job. Without one, they'll invent their own. Dobermans, on the other hand, are people pleasers. They train well because they love their human and want to make them happy. They respond very well to praise, treats, and affection. While not as hyper-focused as the Malinois, Dobermans are eager to obey and retain commands well. They may take a little longer to master complex routines, but their emotional intelligence makes them highly intuitive during training. In terms of advanced obedience and tactical use, Malinois takes the crown. But in a family or home training environment, Dobermans are easier to work with for most people. They don't need the same level of intensity to stay balanced. So, for elite training, Malinois wins. For everyday obedience and companionship, the Doberman offers a smoother path. 5. Energy levels and exercise needs. Both breeds are energetic, but the Belgian Malinois is in a league of its own when it comes to drive. This dog doesn't just enjoy exercise, it lives for it. A Malinois needs at least 2 hours of intense physical activity every day. This includes running, agility training, games, and obedience work. Simply letting them into a yard won't cut it. They'll find their own missions, if bored, which can turn destructive. The Doberman, while active and athletic, is a bit more adaptable. They still require vigorous exercise daily, about an hour to 90 minutes, but they can settle down once their energy is burned off. Dobermans are sprinters and short-distance workers, whereas the Malinois is a marathoner who never seems to get tired. Malinois were bred for non-stop action in police and military roles. Their minds and bodies are always on. Without proper outlets, they can develop anxiety, chew through furniture, or even escape enclosures just to find stimulation. Dobermans are easier to manage if you have a regular exercise routine. A brisk walk, jog, and some playtime are often enough to keep them happy. They'll rest more when you're resting and don't constantly need stimulation if mentally satisfied. If you have a highly active lifestyle and want a workout partner with endless stamina, the Malinois fits perfectly. But if you want a powerful dog that can be active and chill with you afterward, the Doberman is the better fit. 6. Protective instincts and guarding ability. Protection is where both breeds shine, but how they protect differs in style and intensity. The Doberman was specifically bred to guard humans. Their instinct to protect is hardwired. They don't hesitate when sensing a threat. A Doberman will place itself between you and danger without being told. They have a natural sense of territory and are known for confronting intruders head-on. Their intimidating look, alert posture, and deep bark act as excellent deterrents. The Malinois is more tactical in its protection. They are frequently used in elite military K9 units for a reason. They assess threats quickly and react with precision. Their protective nature is driven by training more than instinct. That doesn't make them any less protective, it just means their guarding style is controlled and focused. A Doberman might act on its own to protect family members, especially children. This breed is known to stand watch and react emotionally and decisively. On the other hand, the Malinois needs a handler to guide its protection. When trained properly, they are silent and strategic, only attacking when necessary. In a civilian household, Dobermans offer more natural and intuitive protection. They act like personal bodyguards with built-in sensors. For those in law enforcement, security work, or high-threat areas, the Malinois offers unmatched precision and control. So, if you want instinctive family protection, the Doberman is your answer. But for high-level tactical guarding with exact obedience, the Malinois comes out ahead. 7. Social behavior with family and kids. When it comes to being a family dog, both breeds are capable, but one is more naturally suited for it. The Doberman is known for being affectionate, loyal, and deeply bonded with their family members, especially children. They tend to form strong emotional ties and enjoy cuddling, playing, and just being close to their people. Their gentle side shines within the home. The Malinois, though affectionate, is more focused and independent. They're loyal, but not in a cuddle on the couch way. They love their people, but show it through loyalty and action, not constant affection. With proper training and socialization from a young age, a Malinois can be excellent with children, but they may not tolerate chaotic behavior without correction. Dobermans are often more emotionally sensitive. They thrive on human contact and are more tolerant of noisy environments and sudden movements, which makes them better suited for families with young kids. They're playful, gentle when raised right, and instinctively protective of every household member. Malinois need structure and rules. They may become overstimulated in a high-energy household if not managed carefully. They do best in homes where everyone understands dog behavior and respects boundaries. So, for emotional closeness and kid-friendliness, the Doberman has the edge. But if you have older children and a well-organized home that can provide firm leadership and mental stimulation, a Malinois can also fit in. 8. Maintenance, grooming and health needs. Despite their tough appearances, both the Doberman and Belgian Malinois are relatively low-maintenance dogs, but there are key differences. The Doberman has a short, sleek coat that requires minimal grooming. A weekly brushing is enough to keep shedding under control. They are generally clean dogs, and their coat doesn't trap dirt easily. Bathing them every month or two is usually sufficient unless they get into something messy. The Belgian Malinois also has a short coat, but it's double-layered. This means they shed more than the Doberman, especially during seasonal changes. You'll need to brush them at least 2 to 3 times per week, and daily during heavy shedding seasons. They're not difficult to groom, but the undercoat can become a problem if neglected. In terms of health, both breeds are generally strong but have different vulnerabilities. Dobermans are prone to heart issues like dilated cardiomyopathy and von Willebrand's disease, a bleeding disorder. They also need their hips and thyroid checked regularly. Malinois are more likely to suffer from hip dysplasia, progressive retinal atrophy, and sometimes epilepsy. However, they're often healthier in general, especially if they come from reputable working lines. They do better when they are kept physically and mentally active, which helps reduce health risks. Overall, the Doberman wins for low grooming needs, but may require more vet attention due to breed-specific health issues. The Malinois needs more grooming but can be hardier and healthier in the long run, if exercised and stimulated properly. 9. Suitability for first-time owners. If you're a first-time dog owner, this point could be the deal-breaker. The Doberman is strong and requires leadership, but they're usually more forgiving and adaptable to novice handlers. With consistent training, love, and structure, Dobermans can thrive in homes with owners who are new but committed. Their emotional connection with humans makes them easier to bond with and more eager to please. The Belgian Malinois is a different story. This breed is not recommended for first-time dog owners unless they're extremely active, disciplined, and committed to learning dog behavior. Malinois are intense, and their intelligence can quickly overwhelm a beginner. They need a job, daily challenges, and firm boundaries. If they're not guided properly, they'll take control, and not in a good way. A Doberman can adjust to family life with a reasonable level of training and exercise. They'll test boundaries occasionally but are easier to manage with consistent routines. They thrive on attention and can even become therapy-level companions with proper socialization. Malinois are like elite athletes, they don't want to sit on the sidelines. They want to work, perform, and be stimulated. First-time owners often underestimate the commitment required, leading to frustration for both the dog and the human. So, if you're a beginner seeking a strong but loving guardian, the Doberman is more suitable. But if you're experienced or willing to go all in on training and activity, the Malinois can be incredibly rewarding. 10. Real-world performance and versatility. When it comes to real-world performance, both dogs are powerful assets, but their specialties differ. The Belgian Malinois dominates in high-intensity service roles. You'll find them in military operations, elite police squads, search and rescue, drug detection, and even skydiving with soldiers. Their compact size, drive, and quick learning make them perfect for jobs where focus, endurance, and responsiveness are critical. They don't just perform well, they perform with purpose and precision. The Doberman, meanwhile, is versatile in a different sense. They excel in home protection, emotional support, and personal security. While they're not as common in modern police or military use as Malinois, Dobermans still serve in personal protection roles and as therapy dogs. Their intuition and connection with humans give them an edge in scenarios that require emotional intelligence and fast loyalty-based decisions. Malinois adapt best to physically demanding and mentally complex work. They're like special forces operatives. They don't just follow commands, they anticipate them. Dobermans, on the other hand, bring value through their balanced temperament. They can protect, love, relax, and react when needed, all while staying closely bonded to their families. In competitive dog sports, both perform well. Malinois often win agility and obedience challenges, while Dobermans hold their own in protection sports and tracking. However, Malinois are more common champions due to their higher drive and handler-focused mindset. So, for elite performance in dangerous or demanding environments, the Malinois wins. But for everyday versatility, combining protection, companionship, and emotional awareness, the Doberman is a brilliant contender.